Zilla Fatu calls on fans to help him join WWE through its ID programming. The son of the late Umaga and member of the Nair family, the Fatu dynasty, Zilla has spent the last few years grinding on the independent scene. He has made appearances in Booker T's Reality of Wrestling promotion, which also happens to be an official partner of WWE through the company's ID program. Now with WWE ID system launching another recruitment cycle, Zilla isn't sitting back. He's actively campaigning to be signed, and he's got his eyes locked on the opportunity. Taking to social media, Zilla Fatu rallied his supporters with a clear message. Where's my Zilla Nation? Who wants to see me on WWE? Let's start the campaign. Hello, Fatu. WWE has been in the headlines lately with a new wave of exits and signings as the program appears to be shifting into a yearly cycle of rotating talent. That timing makes Fatu's push even more relevant. Being tied to Reality of Wrestling also puts him in a strong position with the WWE, with the company. As a WWE partnered school run by Hall of Famer, the five-time WCW champion, the Booker Man, Booker T, the promotion has become a feeder system that scouts and refines young stars. Exactly the kind of system that could fast-track Fatu's way into WWE's system. And with Roman Reigns, the Usos, Solo Sikoa, and of course, Jacob Fatu already running things in the WWE, although Jacob Fatu right now is out and down with an injury, but he will return in due time. It feels like only a matter of time before Zilla steps in to represent his part of the family tree. Do you want to see Zilla Fatu sign with the WWE World Wrestling Entertainment? Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions below. Also, we are receiving word right now that a disturbing moment during the Jon Moxley Darby Allin main event at AEW WrestleDream is now drawing serious backlash, and this time the criticism is aimed directly at parents. The match ended with Darby Allin victorious, but it featured a highly controversial spot during the match where Jon Moxley, aka Dean Ambrose, shoved Darby Allin's head underwater in a fish tank, attempting to force a submission. That moment alone has sparked intense concern online, with former AEW coach Sarah Stock issues a stark warning. This is not something kids should be watching. Stock, who left AEW earlier this year, didn't mince words when she replied to the official clip posted on AEW's social media. Aiming her frustration at the company, she turned to the people at home. You know who should stop this? Mothers with their remote control. This is worse than the plastic bag over the head. Kids are going to end up dead lying and trying this stuff at home. Her message was loud and clear. This isn't just edgy storytelling. It's a potential hazard that could engage kids to mimic what they see in the ring. This was taking it over the edge. This was taking it over the line. And now there's a call for AEW to be canceled, for AEW to be pulled off television. Do you think AEW should be pulled after this dramatic thing? The reaction taps into a long divided debate in wrestling about responsibility. Hardcore spots and violent stunts have always had a place in pro wrestling, but when does performance cross the line into being flat out dangerous for younger audiences? In a day and era where people are doing all these TikTok challenges, this probably may have not been the greatest thing, the best thing, the best idea. This is not the Attitude Era. This isn't the 90s where you're pushing the envelope. We're in a whole different era, a whole different set of circumstances and rules and regulations. Sarah Stock previously worked for WWE and AEW as a backstage coach before exiting the company in May of 2025. Her concerns come from experience both as a performer and a producer, making her warning carry even more weight at this stage of the game. As AEW continues to push the boundaries on televised violence, the conversation is shifting. It's not just about what's too far for TV, it's about what's too risky for living rooms. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. And again, some would say this was over the line. This was as dramatic as it's going to get. It was cruel and unusual punishment. And again, there needs to be a line drawn. Also, breaking news on Chris Jericho. We all know that Jericho and WWE are reportedly in talks. But why hasn't Chris Jericho really been on AEW television? Chris Jericho's absence from AEW television since April has fans whispering about everything from creative burnout to a WWE return. Now we finally have an update as to why he has been missing from AEW, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters at this time, and why it could still lead to him walking away from AEW. According to Fightful Select's Q&A, the reason Jericho hasn't been on AEW programming is pretty simple for now. Chris Jericho has simply been off TV. Simply been off TV. That's the answer. His contract isn't up for a number of months, and it's still time, and it was time for him to be off television for a while. That's what happened. Tony Khan still loves Chris Jericho and would love to see him back. But again, there's been a lot of feelers between WWE and Chris Jericho for Jericho to return to the WWE. But that doesn't shut down the door. That does not shut the door on a possible exit, because all signs around Jericho's next major project point in the opposite direction. The 2026 edition of Chris Jericho's Rock and Wrestling Rager at Sea was recently announced for November 7th through the 11th. What stood out immediately? No AEW branding, no AEW wrestlers, no mention of the company anywhere in the promotional materials. That hasn't gone unnoticed. On the Wrestling Observer Radio, Brian Alvarez called it out bluntly. Jericho Cruise has been announced for 2026, and nobody from AEW on the boat. No references to AEW. And then there was double down on this report that WWE sources believe Jericho is on his way back to WWE, and said it's no coincidence he hasn't been on AEW TV for months. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, what did you think about the massive return to Sting to professional wrestling once again in 2025? Does this make way for Sting's return to a wrestling ring, even though he retired, even though he went off into the sunset? Or is Sting just going to be in the side, in the corner? Or was this just a one-off for the Stinger's return on AEW television last night? Pay-per-view WrestleDream. Also, what do you think about the Samoa Joe heel turn last night on AEW WrestleDream? Also, one of the dumbest and most blasphemous things, fired personality on Tony Khan calling Jon Moxley AEW's Harley Race. Do you believe that Jon Moxley and Harley Race are in the same predicament, the same sentence, and should be mentioned in the same tone? It all boils down to your view, because remember, your view is the only view that matters right here on YouTube.com. Also, Andrade dodges questions about divorce with Charlotte Flair. Andrade El Dorado jokes about starting an OnlyFans in WWE legal limbo. Swerve Strickland's current in-ring return status after knee surgery has been revealed and leaked online if you want to know all about that. Also, breaking news on the blue brand of SmackDown. WWE are actually struggling to move tickets for the Halloween SmackDown in Salt Lake City. Yes, you heard that right. The WWE is struggling. Now, I don't know why the WWE isn't struggling with every Raw and SmackDown and PLE at $1,000 a ticket, or $2,000 a ticket, or $5,000 a ticket. That's per ticket, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely unbelievable. The soaring of the prices has become ridiculous. It has become sickening. And again, This isn't the end of the ticket sales. This isn't the end of the ticket prices. They're going to go up even higher. If you think this is bad, you ain't seen nothing yet, unfortunately. Also, Devon Dudley exposes racism in WWE from top WWE official. Marty Jannetty accuses WWE of blackballing him from the WWE Hall of Fame. Do you believe that Marty Jannetty deserves a shot in the WWE Hall of Fame? Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. Also, we are receiving word right now that ex-AEW star Bobby Fish reveals that he is dealing with an injury and no health insurance. Also, we are receiving word that, breaking news, guys, whether it's a loss, whether it's an injury, whether it's a death, man, this is piling on. And yes, here's yet another report on it, guys. According to those in the know, ECW founder Todd Gordon hospitalized. ECW pioneer Todd Gordon has been quietly battling health issues over the past month, and now his family has come forward to say that Todd Gordon, the ECW founder, has been unfortunately hospitalized. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the ECW founder, Todd Gordon. Illinois Dragunov sends warning to WWE roster after winning the United States Championship. Be the new U.S. champion, Illinois Dragunov. Also, CM Punk is being slammed over fan stalking complaints. And ex-WWE star Gigi Dolan blasts AI content and frustrated Instagram rant. Do you want to see the WWE and its creative team run it by the AI, by automated intelligence? I don't know, guys. Is AI the way to go for creating WWE storylines and angles? Is AI, well, it's not is. AI obviously is the future. It's going to take out a lot of jobs. But is AI the future? Is it the way to go in the WWE? Also, WWE Creative. We got breaking news coming in right now. This is fresh and true. WWE Creative and talent furious over AI rumors. Don't believe everything you read, at least not when it comes to AI WWE shows. As rumors swirled online about WWE using artificial intelligence to script storylines, Fightful Sean Ross Sapp shut it down during a Q&A session October the 19th. According to Sapp, top talent in WWE are not rejecting the AI claims. They are flat out peed off about him. They are mad. They are frustrated about AI. There was a very top talent that was very adamant and honestly seemed offended that this was a thing. He's like, man, Ed Koskey is not AI. Paul Heyman is not AI. Michael Hayes is not AI. That frustration wasn't isolated. Stapp said that several creative team members in the WWE echoed the same energy, saying that they all write scripts the old-fashioned way, by hand, in accordance with the wrestlers. They're like, we write the scripts. We integrate it with the talent. We go over it with the talent. It's all produced with the talent as well. It is not an AI thing. Do you trust WWE to keep AI out of the creative process, or do you think that the tech takeover is coming eventually? Again, there's a lot of rumor and speculation that talent and wrestlers are so mad and so frustrated that this could lead to a huge walkout. This could lead to a massive walkout in World Wrestling Entertainment. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. Do you think AI should be the way of WWE? I don't know, guys. The expectations are at an all-time high. As we talk about that, Mercedes Monet responds to backlash over winning her 11th title at AEW WrestleDream. Do you believe that Mercedes Monet deserved and earned to have 11 different titles at the same time? She now holds 11 different championships over 11 different promotions and wrestling companies. Everyone but WWE at this point. She has every wrestling championship that you can think of except for WWE and TNA. And you got to wonder now, will Sasha Banks have her sights set on TNA when all is said and done? You just never, ever know. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, we are now receiving word that if there is indeed a major walkout, it could be out of not only Raw, but SmackDown and NXT as well if this AI thing does not get over, especially with the way that the WWE are treating their released talents with no compete clauses, and you got to sit home and you got to be broke and things going to court and all these different things. There's a lot at play here, guys. Believe me when I tell you, there is a hell of a lot at play. And it all boils down to your thoughts, your comments, your opinions on everything. This is SeanzViewEnt, where we do it. Ding, ding, ding. I will let you know that we have plenty more to come. And remember, guys, for those of you that didn't watch my video from earlier, we do multiple videos a day. It's so important to click the bell, turn on all notifications, subscribe, become a channel member today. It is so important, so crucial to this channel's success and the development of this channel. Because if it weren't for you, viewers, there certainly would be no more Sean's View Entertainment. This is where it's at. This is what I do. I am here for all of you. Agree or disagree, for me or against me, I bring it to you because it's not a mystery. It's all about making history. Subscribe.